get easily. With first starting with the live phone interview we are going to have right now with Colonel Sagil Musa, who is the Director, Army Public Relations. During the week, there have been a lot of conflicting reports, so to say. Some people have said there are heightened tension in Northeast, particularly in Borno, Maiduguri, and its environs, while the Nigerian military have said they have recorded tremendous successes, and we really want to get clarification from the man who speaks for the Nigerian army. Sagil Musa, I know, is a man who is vast in information management and issues of security. He just came back from the Northeast himself, so really when he's speaking, he speaks from a position of knowledge. I'm sure that he's on the line with us so that we can go ahead and find out what is the current situation is in the Northeast. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. Yes, it's a pleasure to have you on the program. I know, in line with the vision of the Chief of Army Staff to provide regular information to the public, you're doing this. Tell us quickly, what is the situation in terms of security in the Northeast as we speak?
The situation in the Northeast, as I'm speaking with you, is that there is ongoing operations in the Northeast. Serious operations are going on in the Northeast. And as you are aware by now, a lot of remarkable successes are being recorded for the last 1 week. Just yesterday, during our operation at the fringes of Lake Chad in Sector 3, specifically area of responsibility along the fringes of Lake Chad, comprising of Nigerian Army troops and multinational joint task force, many terrorists were neutralized. Very high Boko Haram and Islamic State West African Province terrorist commanders met their Waterloo as a result of that operation. 7 of them specifically, with 2 from foreign countries, 1 from Arab extraction, 1 from Mali. The one from Arab extraction is a serious commander and is also a trainer. During operation, he met his water. Troops are combing the general area at the moment. Concurrent operations are ongoing simultaneously across the whole of the Northeast theater of operation. I think at this point, you need to see what is happening. Nigerians, especially in those areas, are commending the army for what is happening. Just recently on Friday, there was an attempt by the terrorists to take over, to attack a Friday mosque in Gajaram. They wanted to take over, they prayed to pray there and make indoctrinatory preaching to the people. But the national forces moved there, especially troops from Sector 3 in Mungunu. They moved there, ensure provision of security, and you need to see the number of Muslim faithful that turn out to pray in that mosque. People who are just jubilating, appreciating the efforts of the Nigerian army, and it is in this context that I want to appeal to all Nigerians to consider the war against insurgency or terrorism in Nigeria as their own, not Nigerian army versus the terrorists. It is Nigeria as a nation fighting this war. And therefore, the collective support of all Nigerians is needed. And where that is received, you need to see the impact that is making to the troops in the front line.
Yeah, Director, let me take you on this. During the week also, there was a release specifically from your office about the activities of one of the, or some NGOs, and to the fact that they were declared persona non grata. Can you tell Nigerians, our viewers, what really happened, or what's the situation?
Yes. For some times now, the Theatre Common Operation Lapia Dole in the Northeast had reasons to warn or to bring to the attention of Nigerians that the activities of some NGOs in the Northeast who claim to be providing humanitarian services to those affected by the conflict, especially in the internally displaced camps, is not what they claim to be doing that they are doing. There was an alarm raised by the Theatre Common Operation Lafia Dole that their activities is impinging on our national security, especially our efforts in the war against insurgency in the Northeast. In the sense that they are providing logistics in terms of food and drugs to the terrorists. In some cases, intelligence reveals that they are providing information in the areas of truth movement, location, and activities to the terrorists. And for that reason, we set an example to one particular NGO, Action Against Hunger, by declaring it persona non grata. And we appeal to all non-governmental organizations working in the Northeast to abide and to act in line with international best practice. In some cases, we do call them for meetings, we engage them, we discuss with them, we give them our rules in line with international best standards. But unfortunately, some of them, not all, do not see the need to comply with international best standards, to comply with whatever suggestions we are making. As an army and as troops under the umbrella of the Operation Lafia Dole, I know the commanders there do request all NGOs that are going to the hinterland, especially the conflict-prone areas, to please come forward, make a formal request so that there will be adequate provision of security in the area of giving them escort to take them to and fro to wherever they are going to. But unfortunately, in some cases, we just go on their own without records, without informing the security agencies. And sometimes something negative might have happened in the area of security breaches. And all these are what we are bringing to the attention of the NGOs, to the attention of all Nigerians, and even to the attention of international community. As people fighting against insurgency for peace and security of our country and other neighboring countries alike that are in the struggle with us, we want to do things in line with rules and regulations as applicable in other climes across the world.
Okay.
This has been the directives of the Lieutenant General Tukurusu Burate.
All right. Thank you very much, Colonel Sagir Musa, for this contribution. We really appreciate your time. And there are so many other issues we'll be talking. Maybe we'll get you to the studio because also during the week, we got information that some of these terrorist groups are relocating towards the Central Africa and North Africa. And that during the week, we'll give that information clearly from you. Yeah, thank you very much for your time, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, time is really not on our side, but really we have to go on with other segments of the program. Now, we during the week also we worked out a formal way of communicating in case you have any information you need to pass to the Nigerian Army. Quickly, there are phone numbers and there is an email called the iReports, which you can send reports to the Nigerian Army wherever you notice any infraction. You may notice actions of the Nigerian Army not acting properly. You send that information to those numbers. We'll give you those numbers later on the program. But sit back as we bring you this report also from the Nigerian Army.
The Nigerian Army has pledged its continued support to the President Muhammadu Buhari's-led government's determination to bring to an end the killing of officers, soldiers, and civilians in the northeastern part of Nigeria. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukusu Buratai, stated this during the first official visit of the newly appointed Honorable Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, a retired Major General. Lieutenant General Buratai and top officers and commanders prosecuting the ongoing battle in the northeast were on ground to receive the minister on his arrival at the Maiduguri International Airport, Borno State. The Chief of Army Staff took the minister and other members of his entourage on a tour to see some of the fighting equipment the Nigerian military has been using to execute the fight against insurgency and other forms of criminality in the northeast. The visit by the minister was an ample opportunity to be briefed on the achievements of the Nigerian Army and to also see firsthand the officers and soldiers that are fighting day and night to keep the country safe from attacks by insurgents. Officers and soldiers on ground were excited by the minister's visit, being his first official assignment after being appointed by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Muhammadu Buhari. As part of strategies to quickly bring to an end the activities of Boko Haram and other insurgency group in the northeast, the Chief of Army Staff hosted the Minister of Defense and other security stakeholders, especially the Borno State Elders Forum, to a dinner to seek ways of consolidating on the achievements made so far. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Buratai, in his welcome address, emphasized the importance of the gathering.
The importance which we attach to the elders in the struggle to end this insurgency is quite fundamental. They hold the key, I will say, to unlocking the myriads of challenges that we have. And I'm happy to state that right from the beginning, when I was appointed as the Chief of Army Staff, I started with them and I had extensive consultation. And of course, their acceptance of the military to remain as against what was tenable in 2013-2014, when there was a frosty relationship. That interaction has really helped us to put ahead and to achieve the successes we've made so far in the counter-insurgency operation here in Borno State.
He, however, solicited for more support from the Borno State Elders Forum, who are highly respected in the region, as this will go a long way to bring back the much-needed peace in the region.
We would like to see closer relationship, closer partnership to quickly end the remnants, or to conclude, let me use the word, conclude the remnants of the vestiges of the threat that we've been facing across the Borno State as well as the Northeast.
The Minister for Defense, General Bashir Magashi, used the occasion to reinstate the determination of President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure life returns to normalcy in the agrarian region.
I want to send this message through the commanders in the field that the Commander-in-Chief is willing to take their welfare and motivation more seriously than ever before.
The Borno State Elders Forum, led by their chairman, a former governor of Borno State, Mr. Ashik Jama, said the coming of the minister meant a lot to the people of the state, and that this has further rekindled their hope that very soon Borno people will be happy again.
On our part, of course, physically we cannot see it, but we are always on our feet praying for you to succeed, praying for us to get peace, because without peace, nothing will happen.
Ernest Enuneku, Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. That was a report of the Honorable Minister's visit to Borno State specifically. Earlier on, I did talk about how to get across to the Nigerian Army if you have any information. The special call centers, there are phone numbers to reach. We can have it on screen. And there's a short code you can also reach if you want to contact them or send message. The short code is 193. As simple as that. You want to pass any information, send it to this number, 193. Then there are other phone numbers, and also you can go send an iReport on the Nigerian Army website, which is army.mil.ng. You can send the messages you have so that the Army can take action. The security agencies need information to act. Without information, nothing can be done. So please make use of all these platforms, and so that your needs can be met quickly as possible. Yeah, let's move on to the next report on this program. During the week, Security Watch Africa's team visited Lagos State in a desire to find out what is the update on the End SARS campaign. We have this report for you.
Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, a unit of the Nigeria Police Force created in the year 1992 with the sole aim of covertly tackling the issues of armed robbery in Lagos State, soon was replicated in all the police command in Nigeria with the same modus operandi of checkmating armed robberies that has left many dead, wounded, and even bankrupt. The activities of SARS across the country, which is no longer limited to armed robbery, many have said have caused more harm than good, and has led to the public outcry of #EndSARS campaign by many notable Nigerians who have come out openly to condemn the activities of some SARS operatives. The appointment of the current Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Abubakar Adamu, by President Muhammadu Buhari on the 15th of January 2019 led to the restructuring of SARS and taking it back to its original state of being under the various state commands. This change in the operation of SARS, many have said, has brought a new vigor and human face to the activities of SARS team. A recent visit to Lagos State by Security Watch Africa team to ascertain the claim that SARS in Lagos State is now a total departure from the anti-human rights activities it was accused of. Suspects spoken to claimed they were well catered for, even in detention.
On the 27th of last month, we robbed a girl at Yanovo bus stop, Bariga, me and my friend Saban. So in the process of that girl shouting ole ole, so I returned the phone to the girl. So the OPC hold us, they took us to the Fakon police station. From that Ifaka police station, they took us to SARS at Ikeja. And because I hear before that they say SARS used to kill, but now they don't used to kill. Even they buy us drugs in this place. Now they take off us. They just ask us, what is your? I'm an asthmatic patient, so my IP always give me asthma drugs in this place.
My name is Oluwada Milara Adetunji. They carry me reach here and robbery case because I be a car driver. So I drive bike, I drive machine. So some guys are in my area. I carry them before. Because as a daddy, they just come and say, "Ma, come, say no, go collect phone." And I carry them with my bike. I carry them with my bike. We went to that Agbada Sasha, collect phone. As we collect phone, the person will get the phone will collect. Start to shout, only, only, only. And me, I tell those guys, say, if I'm going to return this girl, now you won't go bring problem, we'll return her. So, if we return her, we'll go find that person, making your own noise for less. And they refuse. So that's why, as in the process, they pursue us. I mean, they're going to go there see cash.
The crew also had a chat with some of the leaders of the #EndSARS campaign in Lagos State, and they had this to say.
I must say that I'm really elated and excited to announce that SARS in Lagos have actually taken a turn for the better. They've turned a new leaf and they've been very professional since our intervention in 2016-2017. You know, over the period, we have seen tremendous changes in the engagement of SARS and the public. They have adhered to the policy and the protocol of responding only to distress calls bordering on robbery and anything that pertains to robbery or threats to personal security and the rest of it.
SARS Lagos just changed. I even went as far, I was so impressed, I went as far as doing a video just to, you know, make people be able to identify SARS, the real SARS, because I also had this impression that there were some people who were impersonating SARS officers. The issue I had with them is the fact that they just wear a black t-shirt, which anybody can get and print on it. I was always shouting for, you know, the police force to get, you know, proper uniforms for them that won't be easy for anybody on the street to just pick up and impersonate a SARS officer. So I just, since that was being, you know, they were taking some time doing anything about that, I decided to, okay, you know what, let me do a video and let people know how to identify the real SARS officers. I went out of my way. Nobody paid me. Till today, nobody has ever paid me for anything. I just do it because I believe that Nigeria can't be that bad. Nigerian police force cannot be that terrible that every officer will be bad.
As the law stipulates, suspects are still innocent until proven guilty by the court of law. The Lagos State Special Anti-Robbery Squad is indeed a model of crime fighting and should be emulated by other commands across the country. Lucy Tawo, Security Watch Africa, Lagos State.
Authentic and authoritative security and safety information. Join us every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. on this channel for your weekly security and safety tonic. Security Watch Africa on AIT.
And welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa.
On this program every week, we look at how Africa can have secured people, safer environment, aviation safety and security, healthy living, sound minds, and job security. We will strive to give you information to live safe and secured. Security Watch Africa on AIT, a holistic approach to security in Africa.
Welcome to your program. Really, it's been exciting having this program on today, but we must go for other programs to continue. I'm sure you got that information. We must say kudos to the SARS in Lagos for having a human face now, and kudos to particularly the commander, talking about CSP Peter Ghana, and the Commissioner of Police, who has changed everything, CP Zubairu Muazu, for giving us a model. Now, Lagos State SARS, it's a model for other states to emulate. And as time goes on, we will celebrate those who are doing well and also caution those that are not doing so well. In Abuja currently, there has been some reports of tension, people being kidnapped. That will bring you by next week to find out what really is happening in Abuja. Abuja is reported to be the safest city in Nigeria. What is happening recently? By next week, we'll bring you that report. Thank you for joining us on this program today. If you enjoyed it, join us again next week so we can give you more detailed information on what you need to keep your life safe and secure. Bye for now.